Kenny here with Gardening Simplified. It is November 7th, and we're going to do a little garden tour. There's been a lot going on here in the garden. We've been cutting out okra. In fact, I made a little video that I don't know if I'll post it. Maybe so. But we've got a lot of little things taken off. Our potatoes, it won't be long. They're going to have to be dug. There's some of them that are starting to yellow. We've dug just a few of them. Here pretty soon, it looks like we're going to get another freezing day. And so we're probably not going to mess with that. Our collards here are doing real good. We've getting a whole lot of little weeds coming in there, so we'll have to do some weeding on these rows. The spinach here, it's doing pretty good. Our peas, they're coming along. They might make some peas, they might not. They were put in kind of late. Over here we've got some leek right down here. This was the last leek we planted. And we planted a whole lot of onions here real close for green onions. This whole row, as you can see. And we have some red cabbage here. And then down there we have some lacinato kale. We've been doing a lot of cleaning up with the backhoe we rented. We've taken some trees out right here that were shading this part of the garden. We still have this one, but that's fine. But this other one here kind of kept a lot of shade on this side. And plus we were getting so many acorns in the garden here we're going to have to deal with because the acorn load is heavy this year. We have some more leek here. It's same age as the other. It's just put in the ground earlier, so it's doing better. Our cabbage is coming along here. Here's some more onions. I believe these are the 1015Ys. And then we have our broccoli here that's coming along good too. And over here are beets. Now these are probably the best beets that I've grown out here as far as the greens. We'll see how long it takes before they start forming beets, but they've really got a good top, so they ought to form some good beets in here. And here's our yellow beets. And as we come on down, this is the last of our earlier leek. This we planted in the summer, and it's about to play out. Our dill is really doing good, and our parsley's getting just about ready to start harvesting and taking to the market. Up over here, our okra, this late batch okra, it's still going. It might make a few more okra, but it's not doing real well. Now we have some leek right up here in this part, and then it's easy to tell, but it looks like we got a couple of volunteer giant red leaf mustard from last year, and we've got some white onions going down here. I believe it is white onions. We'll know for sure when they start coming on. Now the peppers are still producing. Won't be long though. They'll be toast. We really got a lot. We didn't go to the farmer's market this past Saturday, so we've got a whole lot of red serranos on here because they weren't picked. And we have a few white onions right here, and then we have our yellow onions. These were the first ones to get put out. And our basil's coming along, but I noticed something was eating it, and I'm going to have to see if I can't find what it is. Looks like a little worm right there, so I'll have to get some spinosad, I think, and do a little spray on that one. And I better not wait too long. We set out these the other day. these are Chinese cabbage and Napa cabbage starts that we had. We have some more basil down here. It looks like this is starting, maybe going to start like the other one. I'll have to do some spraying on that to take care of it. Now down here at the bottom of this row and this row here, we have some Bright Lights chard, and then we change into beets up here. These are yellow beets, and then we have some red beets. Over on this row here, we have, I'm thinking some more, well, I got a tag there. This is some more Chinese cabbage right here, and then this is head lettuce, different types that's come in. And our cilantro's still doing good. Of course, it's trying to bolt, which that's what it does. And I'm kind of running behind because I shouldn't have all these beds empty. But this week was basically shut down because I wanted to clear some trees. We've over here at the edge of the garden, we have cleared some more back. I've got to cut up the big trees that we did and get all the brush piled up. Down here at the lower part, we have some radicchio. It's looking pretty good right here. And then down there we have some red cabbage. We have two varieties of onions here. That's Kyotos, and these are the Imperadors, I think, or whichever it is. And here we have a row of mustard over there and a row of turnips right here. They're coming along. If we can keep the bugs from eating them, then we'll get a good crop. The peppers down here, they're kind of, some are dying off, some aren't. The ghost peppers, there were quite a few. We picked them yesterday to do some dehydrating. But these carrots are coming in kind of okay. There's some areas where they hadn't grown, but pretty much they're doing pretty good. Down here at the end of this row, from this flag right here down, now this is some more leek. I just scattered it in little spots. This here is garlic. This is our different mixed ones that we've got from over the years. And this down here is our elephant garlic, which it's popped up now and it's doing strong. These red cabbage should do pretty good, but as most of you know that's grown it, red cabbage really grows slow. So our turmeric, we've got 2 containers here, and then we've got another 2 up there. The farthest one is not doing as good as the rest, but won't be long. They'll probably be ready to harvest and replant. These here are some more sweet onions. I don't remember. They look like they're probably white onions. And or not jalapenos. They're hanging in there. Our bell peppers, the different varieties, they're still going, but won't be long. They'll be giving up. Some of them are giving up. That's where all these red ones are. The plant starts to wilt, and the peppers just aren't as firm, so they don't go to the market. In the greenhouse here, our celery's starting to take a hold. Once it starts taking hold, it starts growing a whole lot quicker. Now we do have some different transplants. This here was my gypsy broccoli, which didn't do too good as far as germination. We're going to put these out pretty soon. These were rutabagas. Next bunch I plan I'll just seed direct. This is some more Green Magic broccoli. These will go out in not too long. And some early Jersey cabbage. I'm trying to stagger it where I'll have some at regular intervals. We won't run out. And this mesclun mix, I've got another 2 trays of it to put out and some more collards. Looks like I need to water here on my fennel. Now my fennel didn't germinate real well, so I have a few, but not that many. I have some more Chinese cabbage varieties here and Napa cabbage, and I have some more Lawsonata kale, and these were just some leftover plants, and they definitely need watered. But anyway, let's take a look in the greenhouse. And of course our chives are doing good. Our rosemary's doing good. We're going to make sure we cover it this year. This batch of dill over here is doing real good. In the greenhouse, we harvested out this bunch of greens. It looks like it's coming back. It wasn't our intent, but we just hadn't got to it. Something's eating it. And a lot of times when you take and clip a lot off, I think that it stresses it and then bugs come in to get it. But on this, I'm just going to use the stirrup hoe and cut it down, and then we're going to lay compost on top. We have some nematodes here, not nematodes, and hopefully the mustard covered up in the soil at that lower end will do something to deal with them. We'll see how that is. These peppers are kind of getting in rough shape. We still have some tomatoes. These are our Cherokee purples. They're growing up. They're still making, and they might make it here in the greenhouse. We'll just have to see. Now this is the first batch of my mesclun mix, so this will be my gourmet lettuce mix that I'll take to the market. Now these are cherry tomatoes over here. The red cherries, they're loaded up, but they just they've got to get ripe. Now this is a new batch of cilantro in here. In fact, I need to come water it today too. Water it again. And we are getting some Sun Gold cherry tomatoes, and I come out here and I need to pick these this evening, but boy, they're so good. But right now, that's the only tomato we're getting is the Sun Golds. Our peppers are still hanging in here. They're not looking real great. They would hope for warmer weather, but it's just not happening. And like I say, these cherries there's plenty of them on here. They just got to get right. We have these are our mango trees here. We had 2 good germinations that didn't die. If you remember from the video, one of the ones got the top 8 out, and then one of the smaller ones, it just decided to start wilting down. But we pulled these out here. These over here, they'd been in these are rhubarb plants. I grew these from seed, but I left them in the cell tray for so long, and I was intending to get them in the ground, and finally I decided I'd get them in the pot so they'd be potted up. And I still need to get my pineapple plants into bigger pots because the roots are coming out the bottom. They're just they needed to be out, but they didn't get out, so we'll deal with that. But anyway, in this down here is some bok choy. Bok choy grows real quick, so shouldn't be long, but I know bugs like it. And for some reason, you know, you'd think that they would leave something alone, but they don't. But anyway, that's the way the garden's looking right now. Hopefully your garden's doing good if you're up north. I hope you got some way to grow a winter garden. You know, there's a lot of things that do grow good in the windowsill, or of course if you have some heat in a greenhouse, that's great too. Anyway, I hope you like this video. If you want to see more, well, of course, hit the subscribe, hit the bell, so you'll be notified. Give it a big thumbs up, and happy gardening.